Oh, all right, I'm gonna kick in. I'm gonna kick in. I'm gonna kick in. So, this here example, what Will Smith was saying, this happened back in February. So what, 8, 9, 10 months ago.
Yeah,
You know, I know. Like I said, I'm gonna say this. Will knew this was his night. That was specifically his night, and we kind of knew he was gonna win that night. And I
yeah.
feel like with Will, he was saying, it's like, this is my night, and nobody's gonna mess it up. Nobody's gonna say anything. And when Chris said something, and when you said everything was stuff he was going through, he felt like when Chris said something, he ruined his night. And that's why Will went up and smacked him, because his night was ruined because somebody said something, even Chris, like it was Chris Rock. So my thing is like this: it's like, as a grown man, for me, and also just be grounded, you know, I couldn't do that. If somebody's telling me, I just had to tuck my chin and say something after I win. I would have say anything. I wouldn't say nothing until I would have let that joke be aside, because we at the Oscars. We're the at we're the I won't, how can I call this, the highest of all Hollywood. And when he did that, you just completely humiliate yourself. And some of these people want to see Will be humiliated like that. You know, I'm not gonna say any names, but I'm just gonna say some people want to see humiliation like that, and he completely humiliating himself like that. So, like I said, is Will Smith forgiven? Of course, Will Smith forgiven. He's one of the best actors of all time. I like I said, I don't look Will Smith at the same, but I still, like I said, he has my forgiveness. But I do not look at Will Smith the same, especially what's going on in his personal life and all the stuff that he's airing out with that other Jezebel. I'm not going. She to me, she's not gonna be named no more. Cause what he did to that man, all that emasculation, all that type of stuff. So Will Smith, like I said, you definitely forgiven. Like I said, you Will Smith. I just don't look at you the same like I used to. But at the end of the day, well, keep doing what you're doing. Make good movies like you always do. You know, and that's all I gotta say about that. That's my take.
I still feel like he hasn't took accountability. I still feel like he's hold. I still feel like he's using his past as a crutch. We've all went through some form of abuse, but we don't lash out on nobody. You picked a moment to spaz out in front of the world because you did that to somebody who was weaker than you. I prayed that he did that to a gorilla like me. When you big and strong, you know not to mess with nobody. You said you was a little boy. I understand you go through. We all go through that, man. We're black. There's always some sense of pain we got to go through. But the way it was responding, and just the way lightly as this, and I didn't hear nobody talked about the disrespect you did. That man got daughters. He got sons, brothers. How you violated and humiliated him, and then you turn around and go do an emancipation movie. Oh Lord Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
and say this is the best movie you ever did. Another slave movie to try to redeem yourself. Hollywood got you in check. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was my hero. He was my hero. The Pursuit of Happiness. We loved him because he did not went left. And Trevor Noah did say, he said, I've seen the real Will Smith. Yes, the real you came out because all that is a facade. That good, clean image you had and stuff like that. Nah, my nigga, you ain't no different than all of us. You a gutter rat. You a gutter rat just like all of us. You know what I mean? You tried to do this and you say, oh, they talked about you and your family. Stop putting your business out there in public and nobody won't talk about you. Do they talk about Jamie Foxx? Do they talk about Denzel? Do they talk about Samuel L. Jackson? And Lord knows some of these guys might have some skeletons in there. Or they just probably nothing. No, you were a beta male. You have been emasculated for so long that it came out and you wanted to show that you could be a part-time alpha. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I gotta say. Keep it real.
How can you talk that real stuff? And this
Yeah.
is why you need to like, subscribe,
Subscribe.
and and share this, and also hit that notification button because we go live. And starting next week, we're gonna start going live 2 times a week.
2 times a week.
You're gonna see more of us, more of us. So, what do you think about this episode? Do you feel like Will Smith should be forgiven? Do you feel like Will Smith was being real or not? Just tell me what you guys think. But that being said, Chaos Culture
Culture
Radio,
Radio. We out.
we out. Peace.
Peace.